I am uncomfortable with him stepping down because I don't know that this country will vote for a black woman. If this country could not vote for Hillary Clinton, one of the most decorated and successful politicians and people in the world, I don't know that Kamala Harris can beat a convicted felon.
Sonny Hostin has to be the dumbest woman on planet Earth, by far. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, like the video. Hit the like button. Y'all been doing a great job. I've been looking at the ratios. Y'all doing a good job. Y'all listening. That's why I keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing it because y'all keep listening. All right, y'all, let's talk about this for a minute. Y'all know I like wake up every morning and hoping that Nick puts something in the chat about The View. I like to see them squirm and cry and look like idiots every chance that is possible that I can visibly see them on television. And I can't wait for Donald Trump to win the election because then they probably cancel the show. They ain't gonna be able to take it. But they get on here after the fallout of Joe Biden, and he's still doubling down that he's gonna keep fighting and I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna beat Trump again in 2020. What? In 2020, is he time traveling? Anyway, I want to play this clip of these cackling hens talk about Kamala knee pad Harris. Roll the clip.
In the first segment, because I've been so conflicted all morning, as most of you.
You conflicted your whole life. What you mean you conflicted this morning? Your whole life is confliction. Right.
No, you know.
I don't even know if confliction is a word. It sounds good to me. Roll the clip.
I think it would be naive, and I think it would be dishonest for us to say that this president that we are looking at is the same person that we looked at in 2020.
Hold on, y'all. See, I was gonna try to let her cook, but she listen, woman. Why they gaslighting us to think that Joe Biden has been good, and we just found out on the debate stage that somehow he ain't got it? We've been saying it 100 years. People have gone on The View to criticize Joe Biden, and all these idiot women are on there saying, "Well, that's not true. I talk to him every day. He's smart. He's quick. He's on it. I know him. Y'all swear before God that he was totally fine this whole time. And now you're saying, well, we have to now accept that y'all was gaslighting us because y'all knew he was messed up 2 or 3 years ago. I can't stand these women. I'm going to let her finish.
I think it would be dishonest for us to look at him and his performance now and his performance across the board, really, not in terms of policy and what he's gotten done, but when he speaks and his appearances, that this is the same man that was Barack Obama's vice president for 8 years. And it would be dishonest for us to look at his record as a senator, which is a darn good record, and say that that is the same man that we are looking at today. And that concerns me, okay? But what I will say is, they say behind every great man is a great woman.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. But anyway.
Kamala Harris, as Anna said, is prepared. She's ready. She's presidential. She spoke at the Essence Festival this weekend. I think we have a clip. I want to show it very quickly.
Come on, show the clip.
You have the former president who is running to become president again, who has openly talked about his admiration of dictators. And
the B lied right off the top. These women, like, I know, listen, if you're watching this and you're a woman, and I'm not talking about you, you're perfect. You're going straight to heaven like Mary did, according to Nick and the Catholics. You're going straight to heaven. You won't even see death. So don't worry about it. You great. These women, the ones that I'm talking about, they are the reason why people are skeptical of women even voting. How does your brain work in a way in which you get on national television, gaslight people into thinking that Biden is okay, we expose him, and then you're going to gaslight us about Kamala Harris? Her first statement against Donald Trump is that he said he wanted to be a dictator. Where did he say that he wanted to be a dictator like Vladimir Putin him? Where did he say this at? What planet did he say this at?
His intention to be a dictator on day one, who has openly talked about his intention to weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies, who has talked about being proud of taking from the women of America a most fundamental right to make decisions about your own body.
I'm gonna have a stroke. I can't handle it. That man was just on the debate stage, the same debate stage that they crying about right now, and he accepted something I despise when he said that the abortion pill, which is 2/3 of all abortions are done with the abortion pill, that the federal government ruled that it's admissible or allowed to happen, and he said he agreed with it and he not touching it. He just literally said that he's okay with abortion. He will not stop 2/3 of abortions when he can on a federal level. And he said it's left up to the states. How do you say she's presidential, she's ready to be, and she just spent her whole time dissing Trump with nothing but lies that are verifiably proven to be wrong? Okay, let me let her finish.
Okay, she's presidential. She's ready. She can assume it. So if he cannot complete a 4-year term, we know that we are protected. I will say this. I am uncomfortable with him stepping down because I don't know that this country will vote for a black woman. If this country could not vote for Hillary Clinton, one of the most decorated and successful politicians and people in the world, I don't know that Kamala Harris can beat a convicted felon.
So what you saying, you dumb woman, is that you don't think well enough of a black woman that she can succeed. You know how stupid that sound and how ignorant that is? Oprah Winfrey is probably one of the richest people in American history. And she's a black woman. You sitting on the show, you and that other dumb Whoopi Gold turds sitting on the show, 2 black women making millions of dollars to be on this show. Black women are incredibly successful. The top best-selling books of all time is Michelle Obama's book. But people don't love black women. They voted for Barack Obama twice. What are you saying? They had a black woman in the White House 2 terms. The real reason that you don't want Kamala Harris is because Kamala Harris, I don't want to say it, I'm trying to be a good Christian. She did what she felt was best to get her way to the top. Ask Willie Brown. And she wasn't standing up when she was doing it. That's all I'm saying. That's how she got to where she at. And you know it, I know it, everybody know it. That's why you don't want her to run. She's an idiot. And this is the way you give a soft approach to saying you need somebody else other than Kamala Harris because you're supposed to be black, blackity black, and you won't even support the black woman.
One more thing that I will say is that Republicans are clearly scared about Kamala Harris. They know that as a senator, she represented 1 in 8 Americans. They know that as Attorney General of California, she ran one of the largest law departments in the country.
And put more black people behind bars than anybody else in her position. Okay.
They know that she was the first African-American woman to be the district attorney of San Francisco.
And she was the first Indian woman to become senator. Make your mother freaking mind up. Is she black or is she Indian? Is she the first this or the first that? It's all virtue signaling and stupidity. I don't even know how these people... Anyway.
It's a hard thing to do. She's a 3-peat winner. What we do know is, in terms of the Supreme Court, which the media is not talking enough about, the Supreme Court said that Donald Trump, if elected, becomes a king. They give him total immunity. Sotomayor said, orders the Navy SEAL team to assassinate a political rival, immune. Organizes a military dissenting coup to hold on to power, immune. Takes a bribe in exchange for a pardon, immune.
Okay, Brandon, she lied. He's not immune from stuff like that. Assassinating a political opponent, he's immune. Well, that means Joe Biden can assassinate Donald Trump and nothing will happen to him. He would be a king. These people are so disingenuous. Donald Trump was the president with the same. He was the president with the same Supreme Court justices. He was the president with the same people. Matter of fact, when he first got in office, they had the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and then later he had the Supreme Court. If the man wanted to be a dictator, he didn't all of a sudden get immunity yesterday. He didn't all of a sudden find out he had immunity yesterday. And if he found out he had immunity when the Supreme Court ruled on it, then therefore he's not complicit in any of his actions before this, because therefore he would have believed that he would have went to jail. So I know that they full of sugar, honey, iced tea. If the man was going to be a dictator when he was the president, he would have been a dictator already. If he was immune to killing people and running the country and never leaving public office, he would have never left in 2020. You can't be that stupid to listen to this woman.
She also then went to say, the president is now a king above the law. So guess what, folks? I am uncomfortable with the state of where Joe Biden is, but I am comfortable with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris versus a convicted felon.
So can I agree on something here that's important?
One of the things you just said was, one of the things you just said was that you're uncomfortable, that it's dishonest to say that it's the same man we saw in 2020. I don't think anybody's saying that. Joe Biden isn't saying that. Joe Biden is the first one that says, I'm slower. I don't debate as well as I did. I'm 81 years old now.
It seems worse than that.
Okay, but he's the first one to say he's not the same. Just look at my record of accomplishment.
But he can't litigate the case against Trump the way that we saw the vice president there. Yeah. That is the difference. And there's a reason Donald Trump is actually not out there shouting about the debate. He knows that Joe Biden will lose to him. He is afraid of Vice President Harris.
Here's the actual, also real truth. You know, it doesn't matter what we say should be happening. It's going to come down to one or the other. It's that simple. And it is not up to us. It is not up to the media.
I'm done. I can't listen to these garden tools anymore. I just like, I think that maybe when I was younger, they was doing this already, and I just was unaware of it. I was oblivious to it. I wasn't into politics. But right now, more than ever, you can see the propaganda oozing out of these people. We all knew that Joe Biden was struggling. We seen him on D-Day falling asleep, stuttering and falling upstairs, downstairs, falling off bikes, falling on the stage, mumbling, bumbling, looking stupider than three left shoes on an eight-legged man. He just walked around with his mouth open. He get out the car, I don't know where I'm going. We saw this for years. And y'all acting like that didn't happen. Now he got exposed in front of the world. Now y'all want to act like Kamala Harris is a good candidate. If Kamala Harris was such a good candidate, why did she win the presidency? She actually dropped out. She didn't even make it to the final few people in the Democrat Party. To be honest, and this is the honest to God truth, and they ain't never going to admit it, the only reason that Donald Trump recovered in the debate was because Mike Pence debated Kamala Harris. And he cooked her like a brisket. Cooked her, moist brisket, with hot sauce on it. I mean, a barbecue sauce on it. That moist brisket. Put that bread on there, that brioche bun. That's what he cooked her, just like that. Cooked her. Then Trump recovered, and Trump had a good second debate. But Kamala Harris fumbled the bag. And thank God she did. Please, Lord, if you hear me, please let Kamala Harris be the presidential nominee, or whatever you want to call it. Let her replace Joe Biden. Please, Lord, please. You know, listen, I ain't been perfect, but please let her be the nominee, because we're going to win in the landslide. It's not that people aren't ready for a black woman. She happened to be a terrible black woman. She's trash. She's no good. She's unintelligent. She has no arguments. She cackles and laughs and sound like she's half of the time. Ain't no way she gonna win. Ain't no way she have a chance. Anyway, I can talk for 100 years. Y'all comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out here.